It's Hot 87. Welcome back to the show. Our good friend, PinkPantheress, on Tap In with TT. And she has a brand new album, Heaven Knows, that is out right now. What's up, girl? How you been?
Good, thank you. How have you been?
The last time you and I spoke, it was two things on your list to do in New York. You were going to a escape room, and I think Coney Island. Did you end up doing any of that?
No, I was meant to go to Coney Island. I didn't go. Oh my god.
Oh,
what
man.
the heck? Yeah, you just reminded me. I didn't end up going because I didn't realize how far it was.
It was pretty far, right?
It's pretty far. Yeah, that's sad. And the traffic here is so bad. So like once you start, like you have to time your journey time by 2, and then
Yeah.
No.
Damn, I really wanted you to experience
I.
the hot dogs and the go-karts and the raggedy roller coasters that can possibly kill you, but you know, didn't happen.
It didn't happen. I'm so sad. But next time.
I'm taking you next time when
Yeah,
it's
please.
not cold. You going with me so
I'm
I
leaving
can make
tomorrow,
sure
but
you go.
time.
It's too cold now.
Yeah, it is too cold as well.
Yeah, it's too cold. What about, did you go to the escape room or no?
I think Oh, did I? OMG, I can't even remember. It's been so long. Most likely I did, though.
Yeah.
You know I had to get one of those in.
You still into them, though, right?
Yeah. It's all I talk about. Why is it the case? But yeah, I do still. I just like doing fun stuff sometimes.
I know. I learned that a lot about you the last time you came up here, how much fun you like
I just
to
like
just
doing
have.
stupid stuff. Like I like going, I like going ice skating too recently.
I can't ice skate for nothing.
It is hard.
It's so hard. You know, I do it with the walker. Like
The
this.
penguin.
Yes. And then everybody's always like zooming past me, and I'm just like, I can't. Like,
I know. I'm the same. It's very embarrassing.
you know what? I don't like no code sports. Like, I can't do skiing. The last time I almost broke my hip skiing.
Oh, down at Big Hill?
No, I was trying to actually come off. You know how you just go to take your skis off and you have the rack?
Oh, so you didn't even make it.
And for whatever reason, I couldn't do the pizza. The pizza just kept sliding, and I went head first into the rack of like skis.
No, there's been some tragic skiing accidents.
I have to show you that video. And my son was like in slow motion. And you know how like when you hit you hurt yourself so bad that you don't even want nobody touching you afterwards.
No,
like you just be having like the worst attitude. Like, leave me the fuck alone.
Yeah, I'm with you. Yeah, I can imagine. I don't want to go skiing now. You've scared me off now.
What are your favorite sports though? Do you do any outside
I used to
of
do
ice skating?
Do you know what high jump is?
No.
Okay, so the thing where you run up to a bar and then you jump
Over it. For track.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So you have the pole vault, which is the pole, and then you have the one without the pole, which is just high jump. So I used to do that because I have quite long legs, so I used to like just jump over the thing. But like, I don't know, over the years, I think that my top half have just got like heavier or something because I can't lift myself. I can't even really jump these days.
I
quite
learn
scary.
something new about you every time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I learned you like escape rooms the last time. I learned your dad talked statistics the last time. And now I'm learning you're a high jumper in your past life.
But I can't jump anymore. I can't do it.
So let's talk about this new album. Heaven Knows, it's out now. You have a record with Central Cee. I actually really like that record. But I felt like it was different for him. Like we were vibing with it before you came in. How was that connection with you and him?
I think when, you're a good rapper, I guess you can kind of jump on anything and you can make it your own. Well, that's how I imagine it worked. I don't rap, so I can't really speak for...
Not all of them are that good, Pink.
Right. But...
I see some tragedy happen in the studio. They ain't all that good.
All right. Well, but my thing is like with that song, I felt like the bit where he jumps on, like that section of the beat, I felt like I was like I could do a second verse or I could just get him to jump on, and I really was intrigued by what he would do. I feel like it is definitely different to what he's maybe done in the past. Like I don't actually think I've heard him on a beat that's similar to this one at all.
I've never heard him on that beat.
So there you go.
Yeah,
so
he took him out his comfort zone.
Yeah. But you know what? I feel like I think that's what I'm kind of obsessed with doing. Like I always try and get people into my world. Yeah. I need to step out of that more because I want to jump into other people's. But for now, I love bringing people into mine.
But I kind like that about you, though.
Yeah,
you
same.
know what it is? It's like I feel like you know your audience better than anyone else, and you know what works. And you are. I feel like you're so confident in your sound and how you do your music, orchestrate your music, produce your music. Like I like when you bring other people into your world. It's almost as if you be like, I don't need to do. I want to do what y'all do, but I'm really good at this.
Well, I've just realized like when I do songs in other people's worlds, it never really sounds that good when I do it. So I figured my comfort is me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love that. And I love the fact that you're so confident in that.
Yeah.
There's so much beauty in that.
Oh, that's nice. Thank you so much.
Yeah. So let's talk about these. I read somewhere that you actually wrote and produced every song on Heaven Knows.
I wrote them all. I wouldn't. Oh no, I co-produced or additionally produced all of the songs for sure. Yeah, maybe bar one.
Wow.
Maybe apart from just one, which Benny X made in its entirety, and I just left the beat alone. But I wrote all of them. Yeah. It's really important to be part of that process. I think personally.
It is because you can speak from a very vulnerable place when you're doing your own writing and telling your own stories. Did you ever find a moment in your writing process where you just was like, I can't get it out of my head, like what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, I'd say so. I'd say that was the case. I feel like when I have something in my head that I want to write about, I just have to think. If I was to sing about it in the way which this is in my head, I feel like it would be like a little intense. So I have to kind of PG it up. You know what I'm saying? I have to like make it like consumable.
Yeah. Are you starting to have fun with like the other aspects of the music business, like interviews and shows? Because I know the last time you and I spoke, I think I was like maybe your second or third interview. And you're like,
you were. Yeah,
you were like,
scary. But let me think about this. So yeah, I loved. So shows is one where I'm like, I'm very determined. Like I'm gonna make that. Like I'm gonna like get into it like to a point where I can then say I love performing. But interviews is one where I don't know. I was just explaining, like, I feel like I do struggle to, like, basically say whatever's in my inner monologue. Like, I struggle to word it. And I say I've never been a fan of explaining myself to people, explaining what I mean or divulging. And even when I was a kid, like, when my parents would ask me questions and stuff, I would just be like, I don't want to, like, I never enjoyed answering questions. Like, it's weird. Like, I have a weird thing where I'm like, I don't want to explain myself. I don't want to explain what I mean by this. But.
And I said what I said. So just either you get it or you don't.
Yeah, right. And yeah, exactly. So, that one is one where I'm a bit like, but I do enjoy like seeing. I like in-person interviews, but I'm not like, I don't know. I more enjoy conversations. Yeah. I actually just enjoy like our conversations. Like I kind of forget it's an interview half the time.
Yeah. I love that. And you know what I also love about you too? I love the fact that you have your own style and originality.
Oh, thank you.
And you have like stayed that course throughout the process from when I first sat down with you and first meeting you and just us having this interaction and watching you, on your Instagram and do what you do. I just feel like you have stayed in a place that feels comfortable to you.
Oh, thank you very much. Yeah, I do. I do try and do that.
Yeah.
I don't think there's any point making yourself uncomfortable for any reason.
Yeah.
Like, apart from if it's to better yourself, but like, if it's not gonna like advance or help your career, then I don't see why you should have to. Yeah, that's what I think. That's just me.
I wish more people was comfortable in that space, because what happens is sometimes you start to get a little bit more recognizable and more famous, and like more opinions start to come in, and you have social media and you have this and that, and a lot of times what happens to some artists that I've seen over the years is that they feel the pressure of changing or trying to keep up with a certain perception or look or image or this or that.
Yeah.
And I love the fact that you're like, I'm cool.
Yeah. I mean, it's my like, I guess it's my grace, but it's also, I guess, the thing that, I mean, I think I've had people be like, oh, well, if she would have done this, she would have been huge by now. She would have been like way bigger. And I'm like, no, I'm so happy being where I am. I'm so happy. Like, I think if I almost want to stay at this level for the rest of my career. Like, I'm really good here. Like, any bigger, I think it would get to me a little bit. But like now, I'm so comfortable and I'm
because
happy.
you're making money and you can take care of your family and it's not stress.
It's no stress.
And you don't. I mean, I'm sure at times it feels like work, but it's not overwhelmingly feeling like work for you.
Exactly. It doesn't overwhelm me. And then on top of that, it's like, and I can still like walk around and it's all nice. I'm blessed to be in this position. Like, I'm very blessed.
But you're really, if people really like did their research on you, you really are like pretty big, especially in the UK. Like,
yeah. I mean, yes, I hear what you're saying. Yeah, so it's hard to describe really where one would place me in the thing, because I said we were just talking like there's like a few artists where it's like I can't place them because they're in such their own world that you almost forget that they're part of this bigger picture of the music industry. I don't know where people would place me, but where I am, I'm very happy. Like, I don't need to step out here.
Yeah.
I don't want to step out here. I also don't want to be recognized by all these amount of people. Like, I'm very happy with my little nice fan base.
Yeah.
They're so
and what
cute.
do you love most about your fans and your fan base?
I love how dedicated they are, and I also love how like they understand me. You know, like they're not like they don't question why I do things, and they're not like, oh, why did she? They're always just like, yeah, that's Pink. Like, that's what she's gonna do, and they're really understanding. And I feel like it's because I'm similar to a lot of these people, and because my music is so, I guess, I don't know, like I guess my music's quite pensive and quite sad a lot of the time. I think people listen to it and they're like, yeah, I think she represents me. I think I represent a group of people that aren't the most confident with everything, and I don't understand why every singer has to be this confident person, you know? Like, I mean, I have to think about what I'd be if I wasn't a singer, and I believe that I would be exactly what I am. Like, I'd have the same personality.
We have a super fan in the room. His name is Barack.
Hello.
And you know, it's so funny because he is like, he wanted to do this interview today. You know what I'm saying? He wanted to do the interview. He wanted to do it because he's such a super fan, and like he's like that audience that you're speaking to, like your fan base. That's him right there.
I got it.
And he's like, and you know what? He's like, I just love her. I said, well, what do you love most about her? He's like, she's just like True Religions and Nokia phones and Juicy Couture, and like he gets it. He doesn't want to be too famous.
He's not looking up from his phone. He
Look,
said,
this is the Bad Business Podcast. Why are you not talking? You wanted to interview her, and I'm putting you on the spot right now. Like,
it's like, no, thank you very much for being a fan. I really like your jumper.
Yeah, and I was like, is it a fan or is it a crush? I mean, because I could kind of see like,
oh, you're doing the
most.
most.
If I could make a connection here, like, but you know, I'm gonna just fall back right now.
You're hilarious.
You know, he wanted to sit in his chair.
Oh,
today.
you could cut the tension with a knife.
And I almost let him, but I was like, you know what? I didn't want to embarrass him too tough.
You didn't embarrass him at all.
But he was like playing songs off your album.
That's cute.
And he was like, listen to this one.
Oh, you're very nice. Thank you for putting her on.
Thank you, Barack.
Tumbleweed.
I love it. But how is dating life? I know you don't really like to talk too much about your personal life, so I'm gonna just throw that in there.
You know what? Right now, specifically, I'm very much not I know this sounds like I'm actually escaping the question, but right now, usually I would be like to giving you everything you want to know, because I love dating, and people that know me know I love to date just because I find it fun. But like right now, I'm actually the least interested I have ever been in dating anyone.
Sorry, Barack.
No, don't do that. I'm screaming, Jesus.
But if you were interested in dating, I'm curious, are you interested in dating guys with long hair? They have podcasts.
With a yellow jumper.
They sometimes wear really big combat boots to work.
I mean, next question. Next question. You're funny. This is probably the funniest. I'm just gonna have a chip
she gotta
now.
take a little
Chips
cookie
over
on that one.
you want mine?
So tell me, okay, making the album, tell me what was the best part about making this project.
I'd say the best part. I'd say the best part was me being able to like, you know, because when I first started making music, I felt like there was a demand for a specific type of beat for me to use. Like, I'm used to using very quick beats and quick tempos and stuff. For this one, I was like, no, I want to make it quite guitar-y and slow it down. And I didn't feel any pressure from people being like, no, we want it to sound like this, you know.
Yeah.
I was like, no, it's going to sound how I want it to sound. So that was probably the funnest part, was feeling like I was free to kind of make whatever.
And do what you wanted to do. Yeah, I love that. Now, are you going back in to just do another project, or you want to take a break?
No, I'm not. No. In fact, I was just saying, like, I already make music I don't really make it for leisure. Like, even from the beginning, I never made music for leisure. I always made it for example, if I go into the studio, I'm making a song for the song to come out. Like, I'm not going just for fun, if that makes any sense. Not because I don't find it fun, but my idea of fun is what we both know as escape. I love ice skating. So
An escape
room. So yeah, I'm actually gonna just sit and just relax for a little bit, basically, to answer your question.
And live a normal life.
Yeah, exactly. That's just what I wanted.
Yeah, not being a studio rat and having to dedicate all your time to making music and this and that. I bet you that probably works better for you because you feel free. You feel free.
Yeah, exactly. And if you go in too much, it can start to feel like really work. I hear from other people, they tell me that it starts to feel like work. Some people go to the studio every day and they love it, but I just know myself and I know that I can't do something every day.
Yeah.
No.
So what's the difference between having a good time here in America versus having a good time where you're from? Because I am dying to
know. Have you been to the UK?
I've only been to Paris. I haven't been.
Oh, right. Okay. Quite different. But yeah, over here, well, I have more friends in the UK, like the people I've grown up with are from over there, obviously. And so when I'm there, I'm very much meeting up with my friends every day. Like, they will come to my house, like, da-da-da. Over here is where I'm more in exploration mode. Like, I'm trying to see everything that is available to do. When I come to New York, actually, I'm always trying to find museums that I think are interesting. I went to a few weird ones last time.
Where'd you go?
No, like, there was the museum of, like, I'm not gonna say it,
Museum
but, like,
of Sex?
Yeah, because you told me to go. Yes, because you told me to
good,
go.
right?
You told me to go, and so I was like, okay, well, I've done. I wasn't, I wouldn't say I was the most interested in, but I was just like, okay, since you said it was cool, because you said something like they give you what. THC or something. I didn't take any THC or whatever, but I was just like, what kind of place does that? So I went, and it was pretty. They had like some games that you could. It was crazy.
Did you get down or no?
Did I get? I mean, as much down as you can get in a museum. I got pretty down. I played some carnival games. Yeah, it was the most interesting thing ever.
I swear, I think me and you will have a lot of fun together if we hung out one night and like no cameras or nothing, and just get like white girl wasted and like take some edibles and possibly do some shrooms. It would probably be a really good time.
What the fuck?
I only did it one time, shrooms one time around Christmas last year. No, it was an experience. At Christmas, it was so trippy. I was the host too, and I don't even know why I got that trippy.
You're insane. You're insane.
Wow. Because my cousin had it, and she was like, "You should try it. It's like the most intense feeling ever." And I was like, "Okay."
What was it like?
It was like you felt every emotion. So we did karaoke, right? Mm-hmm. And matter of fact, this guy right here bought me a brand new karaoke machine for Christmas. So I wanted to try it. And so we were playing Whitney Houston. And then it's like we started crying. And you start like, so the emotion was like really intense. Like, Whitney really died of a drug overdose. Like, crack really took Whitney out. Like, so then you like go crazy with these emotions. And then we did like a comedy thing, right? Where people had to go and do jokes. And then you're like laughing so hard. You're like, as if Dave Chappelle was performing or some shit. It's just like a real trippy experience.
Everyone says that, but you know what? I can't. No way. I'd rather.
I wouldn't do it again though.
No, I'd rather die. I actually think I'd die if I took a shrimp. I do. I think I'd actually die somehow.
But do you drink though? Do you?
Yeah. Like, okay. Yeah, but I don't drink anymore. No.
Wow.
No.
So you just naturally have fun?
I think, I'm a natural in every way.
Yeah.
I'm joking. No, but I just don't like, I don't like, I think already too much. If I have more things to think about on top of, and also I'm a hypochondriac, like really bad.
Yeah.
I'm really bad. So I'd just be worried about like, dying the whole time. Even though you can't die on shrooms. Like, I just would find a way.
You will find a way You will find a way to figure out how you're gonna die.
I'd figure it out somehow. Trigger warning.
Yo, that's hilarious. Oh my gosh. Listen, I could sit here and talk to you all day.
All day.
You're freaking amazing. But one night, you just gotta promise me I could get you high. Next time, let's just go to the Museum of Weed.
You know what I've decided? You're the most unhinged interviewer ever. Like, I actually think you're so funny. You're unhinged, but like in the best way. In a way where I would be if I also did your job.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. We gotta hang out one day so we could be unhinged together.
Yeah, I like that.
And
We
just
should
have you like
take shrooms. The museum.
Go to escape
Break
rooms
hips
because
and
I like
stuff.
escape rooms too.
Oh, yeah, perfect. Okay.
So I'm like a real crime buff.
Yeah,
girl.
so am I.
So like I can fall asleep to like watching, and he murdered her and cut her body, and then I'm always trying to like figure out
what
why
happened. You have your paper.
why did he do that?
Yes.
So
me too.
We would like do like some
craziness.
type of,
high jumps.
High jumps.
Yeah. I can't jump.
Exactly.
But yeah, we would.
Yeah. All right. Well, listen, her album, Heaven Knows, is out right now. Is there anything about the album that you want people to know that we may have not touched on?
No. If you just listen to it, I guess. But no, I don't have anything to say.
Okay. So everybody, make sure you guys listen to our album. It is available right now. It is streaming. It's PinkPantheress. Everybody, give it up. She's tapped in. It's Hot 97.